The EVP video you're about to see is, in my opinion, the best method of obtaining EVPs from what I have seen of other methods, including the Spirit Box radio, of which my opinion about the Spirit Box radio is that one can interpret it in such ways that some words are ignored while the words you seek are heard, or non-words are knit into words to fit the narrative. But I do believe the Spirit Box has merit as a noise generator of which spirits can use to form words. More on this topic later on in the video. So far, all I use, and with great success, is my Canon video camera and a program known as Audacity to clean them up, mostly by noise reduction and amplification, sometimes compression, sometimes playback speed, but the result is never altered, just enhanced. Some EVPs require no enhancement at all, and if I use anything other than amplification or noise reduction, I'll let you know. But usually I show you exactly what I did anyway, or tell you about it. If any of you think these EVPs are fake, I don't blame you. I used to wonder myself. Then I went out to the graveyard to prove it to myself, which is, I always do that. I need to prove shit for myself. And discovered that not only are EVPs a real phenomenon, but I get lots of them, most of the time from any graveyard, but this one seems to be super haunted. bring my fucking shit. Unbelievable. Unfucking real. Didn't bring anything. Well, Mr. Ratchford, how you doing? Last time you talked about my bike, you said it was a nice machine. Well, this one here I built. Didn't make the motor, didn't make the shock absorbers, but I pretty much made everything else. And another thing, I came back here because I no longer believe the God of the Old Testament is really our God. So, yeah, I'm having a crisis of existentialism. It happens because I think too much. So, I gotta find a new way to find spirituality. And to tell the truth, this is how I found more spirituality than reading the pages of the Bible. Okay, what we have here is a program called Audacity. You can get it for free, and it's what I use. You can do all kinds of enhancement of sounds with it. It's worth the price, free. Anyway, let's get on with this. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello to you, Joe and Annie and Margaret. Something's not working. This is just a little bit of a stretch, but it's mostly wind, but you must have heard legends of wind talkers. Now, right about here, something's not. Yeah, I know, it's a poor EVP. We'll just skip to the next one then. Well, see you later. I'm going over here. I missed this one. Listen to this. Enemy kingdom come. Enemy kingdom come. That's the best that I can come up with by listening to this again and again. Now this here, towards the end, it almost sounds like people, but it's too hard to tell if it's anything really. That was me going, me and my sound effects. I'll write it up as an EVP. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's just me going. And here. Right here you can hear bike. Bike. Your bike. Your bike. Your bike. not quite the same as pushing a bicycle. Now this one here is one of those weird ones. I was listening to this and I'm thinking, how the hell did I do that? Listen. Oh yeah, not quite the same as who? And then I am talking all over again. Oh yeah, not quite the same as who? Not quite the same. Is there two me's? Oh yeah, not quite the same as. Oh yeah, not quite the same as. Oh yeah, not quite the same as. I hoot, not quite the same as. I hoot. I hoot, not quite the same. Oh yeah, not quite the same as. Oh yeah, not quite the same as. I almost didn't catch that one. That's so weird. And oh yeah, not quite the same as pushing a bicycle. Oh yeah, not quite the same as pushing a bicycle. Oh yeah, not quite the same as pushing a bicycle. This one here, which is it sounds like voices, but it's too obscure to make anything out. Now this one here, have you had enough? I'm your outlet. Now at first I thought that was just me rustling my bag around, but I'm mostly not rustling my bag when this happens, at least that's what I think anyway. But my theory is these spirits, or whatever they are, use ambient sounds to make their words. It just seems like they do that sometimes, and that's why I think when a lot of these ghost hunter shows, they are inside of a very quiet, apparently haunted house, and they very rarely get EVPs because there's nothing for the spirits to work with. Okay, one more time. Okay, I'll just play this right out. See, this is what I'm talking about, ambient sounds. I was kind of rustling with my bag, but that rustlingness turned into what sounded like a voice of a spirit or whatever it is. This guy's distracting me. This freaking cat idolizes me. The stupid camera. Yeah, what an animal. Human shit. This is just stuff I find when I go to the graveyard. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it says, but that's what it seems like. I'll play it again. I'll play the whole selection again. This one here is strange. This is a woman. Listen. Here, listen. And over here somewhere. It almost sounds like those native throat singers. But who knows? Who knows what remnants of residual hauntings. Some of these EVPs I think are alive, and some of them are Memorex. What I mean by Memorex is they're just memories, residual stuff that's in the ether of ghostly stuff that happened. And of course my friggin' mouse is acting up. Still catching my breath. Okay. This one's interesting. one of those ones that I wonder, how did I miss that? And speaking of how did I miss that, there's one at the beginning that I totally missed. I'll get to it. Why would you die from a heart attack? Shit, eh? Goose poop. And shit, eh? Goose poop. Now here she goes, listen. A shriek, a scream. Hear that? No fucking way. Shit, eh? Goose poop. Shit, eh? Goose poop. Shit, eh? Goose poop. Is Matthew here today? Who are you with? How old are you, Matthew? ATT. Can't read the rest. It's unreadable. Some unusual rock, like crystals, weird crystals. Do you mind if I hang out with you for a little bit, Matthew? I was once a little boy, and I'm telling you, Matt, being an adult, it's not fun. Well, sometimes it is, but don't be afraid to say anything, Matt. I'm just gonna sit down now. On this, that was me going. And I'm just gonna keep this camera running. Who is anyone else here besides Matthew? I know there is. Yeah, those are the people that are going to get everyone banned. They just ride their machines wherever. All over the grass, whatever. And it makes ruts. Yeah. Don't be afraid to talk to me. Talking to that. Talking to these little holes right here. And then I can hear what you're going to say. You know, if you want to talk about what the afterlife is like, tell me. I know you won't, but it seems like you can only say so many things. I don't know if someone's not allowing you, or it's just hard for you guys to communicate. I don't know. But I heard you that time, Matthew, when you said who you were. You said, "My name is Matthew," and actually have it recorded. I can listen to it again and again. I heard you, Matthew. I know you're here. I see your tombstone. It says the M is missing, but it has an ATT. I see that. I got no special powers, but maybe I attract certain things. I don't know, but seems I spend most of my life by myself. Drink beer and I smoke on my days off, but not as much as I used to. Piece of hash there. My tobacco that I grew myself. Yeah. Piece of hash there. My tobacco that I piece of hash there. 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 There. My tobacco that I grew myself. Piece of hash there.
If you have a potato and corned beef, you can do this delicious corned beef hash.
The hash there. My tobacco that I grew myself. Yeah. The hash there. My tobacco that I grew myself. Yeah. The hash there. My tobacco that I grew myself. Yeah. Sometimes I need to come to the graveyard to get away from myself, my regular life, and I'm going to start coming and talking to you and Matt a little bit more, and the other people here, like Mr. Ratsford, who took a liking to my other mini bike, which is that machine there. He said, nice machine, probably because back in his day they didn't have a word for mini bike, but that's what it's called. It's called a mini bike. Don't know why. It's not really almost makes it sound like it's a bicycle or something, which is not. It's a bicycle. It's a weird bicycle with a motor on it, and you take it out into the trails. You ride through the woods on the dirt bike. It's a fun thing to do. Now I'm gonna smoke some quiche. Remember, Matt, stay away from hard drugs. You don't want to get into a bad habit that you can't quit. Yeah, like it matters, right? Do you play with other kids, Matt? Right before the spike is the yeah. You talked. Oh, this is a weird one. Listen to this. Welcome to the universe. Welcome to the universe. Maybe it's welcome to commune with us. You're welcome to commune with us. Or welcome to the universe. You talked. You talked. You talked to the leader of heaven, to the master. I'm assuming you're about 12 years old. You're about 12 years old, aren't you? Now this here, yeah, it's a stretch. I admit. Old. You're about 12 years old, aren't you? Yes, sir. Where did I get yes, sir, out of that? Yes, sir. Just that's a stretch, I admit. And this is a stretch too, but it's not as much as a stretch as yes, sir. My name is Steven. However, it's too distorted to make a conclusion. And my intestines are driving me bananas. with all this. Ugh, it's nuts. Sometimes. Anyway. I want to get this done so I can get out there and get more. I'll be 55 next month. Did you get sick? Does anybody know if Matt got sick? You see a lot of deer, don't you? Coming through here. I just had a funny feeling for a second. Maybe it's just this kicking in, I don't know. What a nicotine hit. Jeez. Takes forever to burn. Tobacco's not fully dry yet, though. I think I'm in a receptive frame of mind now. Anyone want to talk about God and who the real God is? Imagine we only get the truth when we're gone. Will either cease to exist or exist in another form. Toast. That was Mazar-e-Sharif. Seems the best hash is made by the Afghanis and the Pakistanis. Just has that richness to it, that smokability. Yeah, I look like a bum today. Just working with grease and shit and getting my mini bike going. And this one is the Coupe de Grace or the Cut of Grass or whatever the hell. The mystery of this is, and why I'm showing this one first, is, well, listen anyway. Well, I'm shutting the camera off for a little while. If anybody's got anything to say it now. A little cool, but it's still a nice day. It's beginning of May. Okay, camera's going off. Well, Matt, it's nice talking to you. I'm going. See you later. Wait, yes, okay, I do get that. missed this. So yeah, look at, must have hair in my mouse hair. Anyway, all this, some of them are residual hauntings, some of them seem to be live, and all of them are just sounds that I found by listening very carefully with headphones on, with noise reduced slightly, ambient noise. I'll show you what I did. Basically, what you do is I'll just give you an example. You take an area like this, for instance, go to effect, noise reduction. Okay, that's the area you want to get your sample from, where the sounds that you want to try to block out, and you do this. And then if you want to do it throughout the whole thing, you click twice to make it all select all, effect, and you hit noise reduction again, and it does it. But of course it's going through the whole thing, so it's going to take my stomach's, my intestines sound like a creaky door. It's driving me bananas. Anyway. So right now I'm here, and once again, if any of you people out there don't believe what I've captured on video, on the audio portion of it, you don't think it's real, I don't blame you. Like I said earlier, all it is just stuff that I've captured on audio and enhanced. By nature, I'm not a liar. I don't like dishonest people. And if you don't want to believe this, that's up to you. I know it's true. And honestly, if people that believe everything that I put out there, if they believe everything, then I don't know. Like, I mean, it's a dilemma. There's people that believe anything without question, and there's always people who will look at something and question. But the thing is that if anybody wants to investigate any materials that I have, I can provide raw copies. That's not to say that I couldn't add voices during filming, but it would at least prove that I didn't add anything after the fact, which I did not. I think a lot of it has to do with the person doing the ghost hunting. By nature, I'm a loner. I spend most of my time by myself, but I can be sociable in social situations. And you got to be open to it too. I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't hear that," or "I've tried ghost hunting and I never came up with anything. I don't believe it anyway." Well, if you don't believe it, it ain't going to happen for you. Sorry. I believe that if you ignore the spirit world will ignore you. And if you pay attention to it, it starts paying attention. And if you believe it, it becomes reality. It's like this. And another thing too, when some people are ghost hunting, they go about it like they got to get a job done. You don't just go into a graveyard and say, "Is there any spirits here? Anybody want to talk? Is there any spirits here?" That's like going into a restaurant and say, "Is there any eaters here?" Are people going to say, "Yeah, I'm an eater"? What do? You go and you talk to people individually, you chit chat about the menu, whatever, what kind of a day it is, and they're going to talk back to you. But if you go into a restaurant and ask, "Is there people in here?" They're going to look at each other and think you're freaking out of your friggin' trees. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video that I made. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And if you feel it's worth it, give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much.